I'm Madelyn Burke for the Game Day here with Kenny Bets Big. We've got a Tuesday night slate of NBA games. We're going to walk you through the best picks. And Kenny, we got to start with this Mavs-Celtics game. Mavs are on a second night of a back-to-back. They're looking to get back to 500. Celtics, they've started slow this season. They've lost 2 of their last 3. Where's your action in this one?
Yeah, this is a tough game. Both these teams are dark horse candidates to make the NBA Finals before the season started. But, they both have struggled so far early on in this NBA season. The Celtics rely heavily on their 2 wing players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, but they have not been able to get much going from their other key players. They're going to be without Marcus Smart for this game as well. He's most likely out through the All-Star game. But since he's gone down, the Celtics defense has taken a huge step back. They're allowing their opponents to connect on over 54% of their 2-point shots, which could be trouble for this Boston Celtics team, as the Mavericks are one of the most efficient teams inside the 3-point line. They connect on over 55% of the 2-point attempts they take. This game is honestly going to come down to if the Mavericks take what the Celtics give them inside, or if they insist on hoisting up threes all game, where they rank 6th in the NBA in 3 points attempted per game, but they rank 25th in the league in the 3-point percentage. Personally, I'm going to bet the Mavericks team total over 112 here, and I'm going to look to catch a live bet at some point in the game if the Celtics do go up by a few points.
Well, and to your point also about the Celtics defense, Celtics have allowed an opposing player to score 30 or more points in each of their last 6 games. If they do it tonight, 7, that would tie a franchise record that was set in 1962. Not necessarily a franchise record you're looking to tie tonight if you're Boston. Moving on, though, we're going to talk Wizards-Clippers. The Clippers, they had a tough loss against the Nets on Sunday. They're hosting the Washington Wizards, who are surprisingly on a 5-game win streak, coming off an overtime win over the Lakers Monday night. Kenny, what are you thinking on this one?
I told you guys right before the Nuggets game that I thought the Wizards, they were underperforming this year, and at some point they were going to get it figured out and start to hit their stride. And it seems they've done just that. They're on a 5-game win streak, like you said. Listen, I don't know if they're going to win this one outright to get to 6 games on the win streak, but plus 12 is a little disrespectful to this Wizards team, who owned the league's leading scorer in Bradley Beal. They still have Russell Westbrook. Say what you want about him at this point in his career. I still think he's an all-star. He brings the intensity every night. I really like the Wizards here. I would lock them in plus 12, and I would do it pretty quickly because, for the whatever reason, if Kawhi Leonard decides he doesn't want to play tonight, I think the line will drop pretty drastically.
Now, Warriors-Knicks, as the NBA started to open up arenas to fans, the Knicks are having fans for the first time so far this season at a limited number. They're hosting the Warriors, who are 4-3 in the past 7 games. But, Kenny, I know we're keeping an eye on the injury report for this one.
Still early. It's right around 1 o'clock. I like the Knicks. They're ranked 1st in the league defending the 3-ball this year. And over the last 9 games, they've held opponents to under 33% from 3. We all know the 3-ball is the Warriors' bread and butter. Steph Curry makes a living off of hitting threes. The Knicks are 8-6 against the spread at home this season. And going back to last season, they're 18-6 overall as home underdogs. So, it's still early in the season, but Tom Thibodeau's defensive mind is paying dividends for the Knicks so far. They're ranked number 1 in the league in defense. I'm a Knicks fan. Never did I think I would be saying the Knicks are the number 1 team in the NBA on defense, but they're giving up just around 103 points per game this year. Yeah, and like you said, there's a lot of injuries on the Warriors side of the ball. Stephen Curry is questionable. I think he'll probably play for this game. If Kevon Looney or James Wiseman both miss this game, I really like the Knicks. I think they'll be able to have their way down low with this Warriors team who's just very undersized. So if those 2 players are out, I would definitely lock the Knicks in plus 3 and money line.
Well, hey, as surprised you are with the Knicks defense, you got to remember Tom Thibodeau is the head coach, and his whole MO is defense, so it's got to be working out right there as well. Another interesting fact, though, Golden State, they've struggled with Eastern Conference opponents. They're 5-10 against the spread with a minus 3.8 point spread differential against Eastern Conference opponents. They've covered in only 36% of road games this season. Interesting thing to remember if you're betting this game. All right, let us know in the comments what you think, if you're riding with Kenny on this one and how you did. Good luck tonight.